Tim Tszyu got sent almost to the upper room. Tim Tszyu almost, whatever that dude named, Bakhram Murtazaliev sent Tim Tszyu wig all the way up in the rafters in Orlando tonight. He sent Tim Tszyu. He pushed his motherfucking out like my top back low. That nigga pushed his shit back like a bad barber pushing your line back. I watched the whole thing. Look, now if Kobe wouldn't have said nothing, real talk, if Kobe wouldn't have said nothing, I would have never remembered to watch that fight was coming on. Like they was walking to the ring. I would have never remembered that they was walking to the ring. So shout out to Kobe for mentioning was I watching the fight. I'm pretty sure it wasn't nobody on the undercard. But man, he sent Tim Tszyu wig to the rafters. Oh, buddy, a lot of people was telling me that Tim Tszyu might be on upset alert. And I remember I said that, when I read that Tim Tszyu said that he was trying to knock him out in 30 seconds. I said, yeah, he might lose that fight. I said that on one of the lives. I said, yeah, he might lose that fight. I exactly said, yeah, he might lose that fight because that let me know he was taking him lightly, bro. He was taking him lightly, bro. When you turn around and say, well, yeah, I'm expecting I'm gonna knock him out in 30 seconds. The disrespect. For you to turn around and say you gonna knock somebody out in 30 seconds, and he worked with his dad for this fight as well too. He didn't respect his opponent. When I heard him say that, I said, yeah, he about to lose. Now they said in the broadcast that Bakhram didn't look good as he usually looks because when he fought Jack Cloud had to be close to fucking 40. He said he was going through Ramadan. He said he was going through Ramadan. So I guess he went all the way through it. Basically, they can't eat nothing but, until the sun. And if the sun is up, they can't eat. Long story short. And I just think, honestly, man, it's just to the point for him where he underestimated his opponent. When I heard him say he was gonna come in there and knock him out in 30 seconds, and he was standing in there and he didn't believe that this dude can crack. Well, his ass can crack. Old buddy can crack. And he had a 73%, almost round up, 74%, knockout ratio. You know who his manager is? Ingus Klimov, which I interviewed him some years ago. Ingus Klimov is his manager. So Ingus Klimov don't manage too many bums. He's from Russia, man. And like I said before, he was a real kind of like, he in 31. So he was real kind of wiry, kind of linky. You know what I'm saying? He was kind of, he had about 3.5 inch long, reach advantage. So he was linky. And his punches was like loopy. And them motherfuckers that throw loopy punches, they dangerous because they come at funky angles. So he was kind of real orthodox with how he threw punches. And I think it was that left hook that did it. It was that left hook. He was countering Tim Tszyu, and they watched the tape and they seen that Tim Tszyu dropped his backhand. And when Tim Tszyu threw that right hand, they threw a left hook. That was it. And Tim Tszyu couldn't defend it. He was lazy with that backhand. Didn't get his head off the line. Didn't move his feet to get his head off the line. And it was a firefight. And early on was a little fill out round, but apparently that background dude was known for throwing a bunch of freaking punches. So he get busy. Anytime somebody known for throwing a lot of punches, probably they gonna get busy early. They get busy early. You know what I'm saying? So when I see him kind of getting busy early, that's a special trait to have. A lot of these dudes need to warm up, kind of get a feel for what you're doing. But Dog got busy early. And Tim Tszyu got to take his time, and he heats up as the fight goes on. Yeah, he heats up. He heats up as the fight goes on. So by them starting to how can I say this? By them starting early, by my man's background picking it up early, that didn't play well into Tim Tszyu's. That didn't play well for Tim Tszyu. That didn't play well for him. So that was another thing. You look, So they was looking like that. That was a huge red flag. Tim Tszyu need a minute to get warmed up to make adjustments. And had he been able to take his time and get warmed up, that fight might have been a little bit different. It might have been it might have been the same. But him sitting in the trenches, him sitting in the trenches with him early on, knowing that he a fighter that need to warm up, that was bad. And they had the remedy. I remember, Eddie Futch and was it Joe Frazier? They had a game plan for Muhammad Ali. They noticed Ali dropped his right hand, they would throw a left hook. So that was the thing. Tonight they knew that old buddy left hook was weak. They knew it. They knew old buddy, that his he dropped his right hand. I'm looking at it again. He kept dropping his right hand. When Tim Tszyu when you throw combinations, Tim Tszyu dropped that back hand. He drops that back hand. Even when he threw a sweeping right hand. He drops his right hand. It was some points where he picked it up, but it was just, what I'm saying? There were some points where he picked it up. But it's like something they was working on. They gave him a slave ass whooping. That left hook, he couldn't do nothing with it. The right hook neither. He couldn't do shit with it. He couldn't do shit with it, bro. And for the most part, dude was just too big. No, did he? Too strong. I mean, remember he clipped him with a right hand or a jab, and Tim Tszyu thought his head was bleeding, or was that a headbutt? He thought his head was bleeding. So I don't think he was clearly over that cut with Fondora neither. It was a good fight while it lasted. But they noticed he dropped that right hand. It was on regular prime too. They just noticed he kept dropping that right hand. He threw that left hook. He just kept dropping. He kept dropping that left hand. That right hand. Excuse me. He threw punches and he dropped that back hand. That back hand should be glued to his hand because a lot of fighters, the left hook is dangerous. He just dropped his hands too much. Even was getting hit with right hooks. But I think at that point he just wasn't he wasn't like coherent. Yup, the left hook. They studied him. They studied him. Yeah, they studied him. They studied him. They studied him. They studied him. That's how they knew to throw that left hand, that left hook. He came out fast, furious. And that left hook he threw it too much, bro. In the first round, they should have been telling them. In the first round, they should have been telling. After watching the first round, Smart Corner would have told him, look, bro trying to throw that left hook. He trying to counter you with the left hook. Keep your hands up. Don't exchange with him. Either get on the inside or stay on the outside. Don't sit in the pocket with him. That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. He sat there too long with him. He sat there too long with him. And in the first round, you can see he just kept throwing a lot of left hooks, 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 a lot of left hooks. He kept throwing a lot of left hooks. And you sitting there like, damn, nigga, he throwing a lot of left hooks. And they studied that. So a smart corner would have seen that. A smart corner would have told him, look here, dude, don't exchange with him. Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. That's what a smart corner would have said. That's what a smart corner would have said. But I don't know what his corner said because I ain't hear it. But a smart corner would have been like, keep your hands up, bro. Don't exchange with him. You can see he throwing a bunch of left hooks with no regard, no concern for what Tszyu throwing back. He was not concerned with Tszyu was throwing back. He was just going left hook and right hook happy. He didn't miss neither. When he landed, it was treacherous. And then Tszyu tried to hold at one point, but he just strapped his nuts on, was like, well, we going to just thug it out. That's what he said. We just going to thug it out. He said, we just going to thug it out. And that's what they did. So it is what it is, man. Another PBC fighter upset. Like I told y'all, the upset is the new big fight in boxing. So let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video financially. Want to support the channel? Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link description. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Don't forget, check out that Patreon. Appreciate y'all. Peace.